Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear.
The world's largest gummy bear is 10 times more massive than the giant gummy bear on a stick, making it the equivalent of 1,400 regular gummy bears.
Questions that we wanted to find out. So a few of our questions were, what are the calories for each size? So we were trying to find out how healthy each gummy bear was per each gummy bear, not for the whole container. And which size is the best deal? So are you really getting your money's worth buying the party bear, the super bear, or the mini bear, the medium bear? And then our last question was the volume of each, which was a little bit complicated to find out because they're not regular objects. They're not rectangular prisms or cubes or anything. They're quite oddly shaped, so it's hard to find the volume of each. So we used a special method for that. So we started off with our mini.
So we found that the calories per serving was 130 calories, and that's for 14 mini bears. So we did 130 divided by 14, and we've got 9.29 calories per individual bear. For our second question, which is what size is the best deal, it was $1.32 for a 200 gram packet. So you just need to divide them, and so for 1 gram of a bear, it would cost 0.006, and then the 6 would keep going on forever, really, of a cent.
And then our last question for the mini bear was the volume of each. And like I said before, we had to use displacement. So we got 100 milliliters of water, and then we dropped the mini bear in, and it was very hard to see because it didn't displace much water at all. So we estimated that it displaced approximately 1.5 milliliters. And 1.5 milliliters you can pour into 1 cubic centimeter. So we used that method, and we found out that the mini bear has a volume of 1.5 centimeters cubed.
So that would be so that's approximately. And we're just using the lines based on the proportions. So this is almost 0.5 of a
So you
centimeter.
would have done better with the better seal, like the graduated cylinder.
Yeah.
But I think we managed all right with the large one.
And then for the mini bear, we took the medium bear. We found that one container was 120 calories per 13 pieces. So when you divide 120 by 13, you get about 9.23 calories per each individual medium-sized bear.
And we were quite surprised by that because we had gone for the mini bears that it was 9.29 calories per bear for that one, and then for this one we were getting 9.23, and we were wondering, we were thinking, we went through the equations and
everything was right. But
so what are you thinking then?
Well, originally we thought that it would be two different gummy bear companies, like Haribo and something else. So we thought that different companies would have different nutritional values for each size bear, but I guess it's just the way it works out. And also there's not a large difference between the size of bears either. Like the volume, they're like fairly close in size. Like the mini bears are quite similar to the medium bears, although the medium bears are like not even close to the super bear.
Putting it one side of the scale, and let's try That was obnoxious. 2 grams. Gently place it, let it settle. And seems pretty legit that. So it weighs about 2 grams. So single gummy bear.
2 grams.
This is another. Introducing the world's largest gummy bear. Seriously. The world's largest gummy bear happens to be 5 pounds of your favorite gummy bear flavor. This mammoth beast is 5.5 inches wide, 3.5 inches deep, and 9 inches tall. According to our math, that's about as high as a full-grown man, from 30 feet away. Like all of the biggest and most awesome things, the world's largest gummy bear is made in the USA. At vet19.com, one of these glorious gummies is waiting with your name on it. So you can either hog every mouth-watering morsel for yourself, or give someone the greatest flipping gift ever. Oh, it's a sweater. This will be great when it's cold outside. Holy sh! It should be noted that a common side effect in our test groups involved extreme emotional attachment to this newborn baby-sized gummy bear. Specific cases included taking it to family dinners, sightseeing around the city, rocking it to sleep, and teaching it to play the piano. The world's largest gummy bear is 10 times more massive than the giant gummy bear on a stick, making it the equivalent of 1,400 regular gummy bears. And since that works out to roughly 90 servings, you'll want to wrap it up and store it in the fridge between binges. Buy one today.
Guys, are these the mini gummy bears?
2,800 mini bears.
Or the regular?
1,400 normal size bears. And then 1 super bear.
The mini ones.
Nicole? The big one, okay. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're doing ours gummy bear little project thing on the money. And so we're just comparing the super gigantic, I wish I had a gummy bear, compared to the mini ones, which are equally as cute. So
Are you going to tackle the regular size gummy bear as well?
yeah, we're gonna do the regular. Because average is cool.
So you're thinking about the idea of average. What are you thinking about, Peyton? Like, are you just going to tell, like, how are you comparing them? Like, what do you think your results are going to be?
I think there's going to be around, like, so if we're comparing the big gummy bear with the little one, how many little ones you can get for the big one, I think we're going to get close to 2,000.
Okay, so that's your prediction?
Do you happen to know where the size in grams of each gummy bear would be?
No, I think you have to investigate that yourself, Una.
Okay,
so,
we'll do that.
Would you like me to tell you what the different names of each of the 3 gummy bears was?
Yeah.
It's the super bear.
Okay.
Then the smallest one was the mini bear, and the other was a regular bear.
Got it, Una.
And are they Haribo gummy bears?
Hey, 17 pieces is like 40.6 grams, and that's counted as 1 serving.
Okay.
So if we go back onto the other site, which had all the nutritional info, then we can just use that as a...
1 bag of mini gummy bears costs around $10. So we're figuring out how much 1 mini gummy bear costs, and then, or how much it weighs, and then we're figuring out how much 1 gummy bear would cost.
Okay, and how are you figuring out how much it weighs?
So what did you divide that by?
Sorry, Will, how are you finding out how much it weighs?
Well, so in the back, 13 pieces is 40 grams, so we do.
600 grams, no wait, 40 grams divided by 13.
And then, yeah, so then that was 3.077 grams.
Okay, so you guys are using the calculator and you're using the label kind of as a tool for this? Okay.
I would prefer 2,800 mini bears because 1 super bear I would eat right away and it would all be gone. And if I had 2,800 mini bears, I'd take 1 at a time so it would last me a lot longer.
Oh, or Karen?
Sorry, we're actually investigating how many gummy bears in the smaller ones can fit in the larger size one.
Yeah, like the
So
biggest
of each?
one.
Yeah, how many? Yeah.
That's a big bear, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're going to find out how many of the minis go in and then how many of the regular?
It's
1,400.
1,400 gummy bears, and
We got the
found out-
dimensions of
we had
the
found
gummy
these
bear.
dimensions
write it
of
down
like
right now.
the really big ones.
Oh yeah, can you, sorry, you guys went too fast for me there. How did you find out how many fit in? Like what was,
What we did was we found the volume of the regular gummy bears and found the dimensions of the big gummy bear and found the volume of that. And then we divided the two to get how many gummy bears, how many regular ones fit in the big one.
in terms of volume? Okay, so sorry, what was your calculation then? How many of the minis went in?
It was 297.8 divided by 2 equals roughly 400,000 gummy bears.
What?
Roughly.
Does that say 400,000?
Sorry, 1,400.
Okay, I thought that was an awful high number.
Gosh,
Okay,
yes.
but still, it's around.
Okay, so I came up with a survey, and
What did you want to find out, Brett?
what people would prefer, even though they were all equal. So I went around and people mainly picked the Super Bear.
So what do you mean by they were all equal? Because a mini versus a super?
When we were on that website, it was saying that 1,400 normal-sized bears are equivalent to one Super Bear.
Was that the mini or the normal?
That was the normal.
Okay, and then what were the minis? Did you have that?
2,800. Took a survey and people mainly wanted the Super Bear. And then after we figured out the price, and the price was all equivalent.
Oh, so they are actually about the same cost?
Because when we saw it was $5 for the one pack, and it said 6 packs.
So you figured out how many you would need, and then you did the cost calculation?
Yeah.
So they...
We did 5 times 6.
Now, your Super Bear, though, was it that Party Bear, right? Which is enormous.
No.
So me and Adam, we wanted to find the weight, mass, volume, and density of each kind of gummy bear. So we started with the Super Gummy Bear, which was 5 pounds, and in newtons is 22.241 newtons. And to get the mass, we took 5 pounds and converted it into grams, which was 2,267 grams, approximately. And then we used the internet to find out that the volume of the Super Gummy Bear was 2,800 cubic centimeters.
I was just wondering why you would convert it into newtons.
Because that's how you measure weight.
Can you tell us about newtons? Because some of us in the
Well,
audience...
you could use
know what
grams like a scale to measure weight.
The measurement, the proper measurement for mass is grams.
So you were doing mass versus weight? Is that what you're saying?
Because mass and weight are not the same.
They're saying they're giving 2 different measurements?
Okay.
Is that...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Does that make sense to you, Noah? Were you able to hear over talking about Zach and Clayton thing going on here? Okay, maybe Tom could explain that again. Clayton, you can save your question. He's going to answer Una's question because Noah didn't get to hear it. So, sorry, Una, why don't you ask your question again?
Oh, I was just wondering why they would convert it into newtons.
Because the proper measurement of weight is newtons, and you're supposed to measure mass in different...
Sorry, Tom.
Okay, you're supposed to measure mass in different forms of grams.
And then newtons is
It's the measurement of weight. It's the proper measurement.
So you were finding out how much gravity is acting upon each gummy bear? Okay. Alright.
Interesting.